I'm Nikki. I'm 28. I have 2 boys. They are 4 and 5. I gave birth to a surrogate baby in April, and I will be transferring for my second one in April of this year. Well, my aunt needed help getting pregnant, and so I got into it to help her mainly. She ended up getting pregnant on her own through IVF, so I just decided that, I would go on and help somebody else. That was about 8 years ago now, and so it's taken me up until this long because I wanted to get my own family done and just have everything ready to help someone else be okay in my own personal life to help somebody else. The only concerns that I had were the loss of my own fertility because it's a possibility with the fertility meds and the IVF process. I talked to my fiance about it, and once we decided that we didn't want any more children, we decided that now would be a good time to do surrogacy. He knew before we got together that I was planning on being a surrogate in the future. It was one of the first questions that we talked about. I told him in the future I had planned on being a surrogate, and if he wasn't okay with it, to let me know now. He said he was fine with it. He actually liked the idea. He did his own research and he was on board from the gate, so we've just been, ever since then, both been doing it. My boys were 3 and 4 at the time of my transfer. They didn't really have too many questions other than, about my shots. I explained to them that I would not be keeping the baby because this wasn't our baby. The mommy needed help getting pregnant, so mommy was going to carry the baby for her. My first match, it was about 6 months from when I turned in my application to matching. The second time, it took a little bit longer. It was about 8 months before we were officially matched. The procedure was really easy. I didn't have any pain whatsoever, and it was done in about 5 minutes, and then I just laid there for an hour and went home and got on bed rest for 3 days. Being a surrogate is super easy. It's not painful at all. Of course it's pregnancy, so there's always that. But it was easy for me and I enjoyed it. I love being pregnant. The hardest part for me of the whole process was the weight that I gained from the injections, and I didn't gain anything throughout the pregnancy, so it kind of evened itself out, so it wasn't even that bad. This pregnancy with the surrogate baby was so much easier. It was less complicated. My own pregnancies were kind of rough in the beginning and then smoothed out towards the end. With the surrogate baby, I didn't have any complications whatsoever. I never considered this baby as my own, if that makes sense. It was something that I knew from the gate that was for someone else. It wasn't like I ever considered the baby to be mine. It wasn't giving up a baby, it was giving a mom and dad their child back after babysitting it for 9 months. My intended parents were there for the delivery, and then we spent about 45 minutes together after, and then I left and they went on their own way, and that was that. I was actually researching for about a year and was contacted by several different agencies. When I finally got in contact with Omega, I just felt it was the closest match for me. Like, they made me feel welcomed and explained the process very thoroughly to me. One of the staff at Omega actually was there through the whole delivery of the surrogate baby, and they were supportive. They stood by me the whole time, and they never left my side until I wanted to go to sleep. They make me feel like family. We go to surrogate meetings. I feel really close with them, and I feel like I can ask them anything and they'll give me an honest answer. I actually recommend Omega to everyone that I come in contact with who wants to be a surrogate. The compensation I received is more than enough. We didn't do it for the money. My fiance has his own job, and we are comfortable in our income. The money that we got is basically just extra income for the family, and it's more than enough for us. It's about helping someone now and their need and their wants for children, and that's what's more important to me.